Hã? but it needs to close respecting the 4 support here. Let me just
Hello, what's up, guys? Sorry, I forgot that I muted myself before. I was talking to myself. So yeah, here we go again. I, I said this thing already, but I muted myself, so you guys didn't hear it. We've drawn our levels. This is our resistance at around 1922, the 15 minutes RMS resistance, and this is our support. So 1915. Recently, the price has uh, broken the support, but look at. So this candle has high volume. It's a very big red candle. It broke the support with high volume, but the next candle is bullish candle. That means there is not enough volume in the market to go the price down. So what we can so there is a high probability that market gonna go up towards this level. So what I'm gonna do is what I'm gonna do is so yeah, we're looking for buys. My original plan is to take a buy around this level, so that my plan is I think that the price gonna come towards this level around this 1906, 1907. We're gonna take a buy, anticipating the price to move towards 1915. But we'll see. But by looking at this candle, what I believe is price gonna move up and test the previous today's high, that is 922. So that's we have a 60 pips range if you buy over here, but the stop loss gonna be pretty high. So that's like 30 pips stop loss. So I don't think I'm gonna take a buy here, but we'll see. We'll wait for the market to show us the direction and we'll take a trade. The one thing about trading is, guys, is patience. Yeah, you need to learn to be patient. Wait for the uh, market to show the direction. Don't just jump into trade. That's the worst thing. In the initial days of my trading, I used to jump into trading. I used to have FOMO and I lost a lot of money. From years of trading, what I've learned is like, don't have FOMO. Market is always gonna give you more opportunity. Just wait for the perfect opportunity to catch it. And once you catch the opportunity, just enjoy the ride. So yeah, I'm waiting the price to come towards this level, and we're gonna take a buy and see the price to go up, break today's high. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah, I don't know how the stream quality is. Let me check my stream quality on my phone. Just give me one sec, guys. Oh, sorry, I'm checking my stream quality. Let's see. this candle, this candle has high volume as a very big red candle. It broke the support with high volume, but the next candle is bullish candle. That means there is not enough volume in the market to go the price down. So what we can, so there is a high probability that market can go up towards this level. So what I'm gonna do is go up towards this level. So what I'm gonna do is go up towards this level. So what I'm gonna do is go up towards this level. So what I'm gonna do is go up towards this level. So what I'm gonna do is yeah, as you can see, right, went to this level, straight away rejected this level and came down. It's gonna, if the price breaks this low, here the price gonna come towards this level. If it comes towards the level, we all know what we're doing. We're gonna take a buy. We'll see. Let's see. Around this. Yeah.
50 seconds here, chat. Or let's see, if it's either that or if this 5-minute count opens up, breaks the lows, I'll be in there on the flip. Alright? That 15 printed that bottom wick there, so this count should technically flip bullish, but you have about a minute left for a 15 close here. So like this 15 could easily still close bearish for a top wick to continue driving down still.
So yeah, guys, we waiting for my setup to happen. Yeah, trading is usually a waiting game. You gotta wait until the setup comes. The perfect opportunity under the market gives you a perfect opportunity. So yeah, you If you can't wait and just take a random trade of with FOMO, then that's really you're gonna lose a lot of money. I lost a lot of money. So now I'm getting a lot of people. I'll show you my forex, my FX book. See, on statics. See, I made 54.16% gain. This is like one month. And this month only I made 140%. Even if this dip, I took it by accident. I don't know how I took it. I was just looking at the depth of market and I just pressed the button and it I opened a position of $5. I never take it. I lost 1500 something dollars. From this we went up steadily. Now we're at 7,500. That's like in 1 month only I made 140% gain. So that's not bad, okay? But yeah, let's see. So, since the market doesn't have enough volume to go down, now my next plan is if a 15-minute candle breaks above this area and close above this area, we're gonna take a trade when the price breaks the high of this 15-minute candle. So I want this 15-minute candles to close above this area around this. I'm gonna take a trade on next 15-minute candle when it breaks it high. Breaks this high, so. See how it goes. Sorry guys, I'm checking my own streams. The camera too close. We have 8 more minutes for this 15-minute candle to close, so we'll see how it closes. And might take a trade, we might not take a trade. Perfect position, the perfect place to take a trade is around this area, 90.03, 90.4. But I'm not sure the price gonna drop towards this level, so I'm just gonna wait. It's coming down. Sorry, guys. Or what I might do is break up this area. 1 minute support. What happens usually when this candle is from yesterday's news. Whenever there is a big candle, it always fills this gap. Fill this candle. 1 or 2 days. So I think today today the price gonna fill this candle and come down to our so yeah, what I can do is I can take a trade when it breaks this low or to break up the previous this low. Yeah, but all you can do is wait for the candles to show the direction. You can just take trade out of FOMO. Come on, biceps, guys. Come on, biceps.
So like, I mean, yeah, like I can admit that we didn't have the best entry, right? But we're not always have the best entry. And just because you don't have the best entry doesn't mean it was a bad position. That's what a lot of traders think. A lot of traders think that just because you don't have a good position and you're in drawdown, you could do better. Like, yeah, we could do better, but you're not gonna do better by waking up the next day and being like, yeah, I could have done this instead. That's called shoulda, woulda, coulda. Shoulda, coulda does not work, right? So, you know, you want to be like taking data over time, like over the like let's say the rest of the year, because I think of our wick entry so far, we're right now 100%, so we have no data to base it off of, right? Our wick entries here 100% so far, pineapples 80%, right? So we don't have much data, but by next year with the new spreadsheet we should have more data, and then we can reflect on it. Maybe we can do this a little better, right? But it takes time, it takes months for me to develop these ideas. I'm not like I spend months and sometimes even years developing some of these ideas on the playbook. I'm not just gonna get rid of them because of one trade. And a lot of traders think,
Guys, I'm gonna come back.
They think that, you know, once you're in drawdown, once the trade doesn't go with your analysis exactly the way you wanted, you should close out the trade. Like, I'm like, you know, that's not how it works, right? You need to give it some time. You need to collect more data. The more data, the better. It's a game of probabilities, right? If you were to have a 100% win rate off of 100 trades, you take one loss. The probability isn't gonna be, you know, 50, 60. It's still gonna be 99 afterwards. Are we buying? No. So I was afraid this 15 continuing to push down. I think you came down. You rebroke the 15 lows here. So I want to. This 5 has no bottom wick here. So what I want to see now is I want to see this 15 close here in about 2 minutes here. If it can close doji or even above here, that'd be perfect. Because if it closes above that area there on price, what's gonna happen here is the 5 is gonna be closing above as well. So if you get the 5 closure above, that's not it yet. You need to break the lows to grab the 30, right? So what you want to see probably is you want to see a 5 close like that, 15 close doji, and then the next 5 before coming up, you want to see it break the lows. If it can do this and tap into the exact price point at 1911, I'll look for buys at 1911, 1912ish. I don't want to be too perfect with it because you might miss the entry, but overall, just like an idea of us tapping into these zones again would be ideal for buys. Because, you know, look at the 4, look at the 1, they're still open. The 1 hour just opened up. The first thing to do is create a bottom wick. If you do flip today, you're going to see it drive up towards the top of the range. Now, if it's like the last 10-15 minutes here of the 4-hour candle, or the 1 hour candle, and you still haven't flipped bullish, then I might wait for the 1 hour close instead. But that'll be the motion printed. Man, people are mad at me because it's like, I mean, it was obvious. Like, you guys knew it wasn't gonna hold until TP, right? Like, we never do. But we came close to TP. We came to 1912.50, right? TP was 1911.8, but just because we're in drawdown doesn't mean we have to hold for the same amount we're in drawdown buy. It doesn't make any sense. Price shows we're gonna reject. You gotta manage risk. Why do you want to lose, right? I woke up happy. No, I woke up at 4 a.m. and it was still like around. I was still 55k in drawdown. And I took a little nap. Woke up at 7:30. I'm like, I'm not gonna show up to the stream until probably pre-news. And then I woke up at 7:30 and I saw it come down. I'm like, yeah, we should be good now. And then from there, I was like, okay, yeah, should we? I started making vlogs, content again. But man, crazy. Hope you guys understand the power. You know, like I'm not like we don't trade the way we do to prove a point or anything like that, right? We're just trading this way because like that's what seems the most profitable to me and to us, right? So hopefully you guys have a better understanding of RR now and all of that, because you guys, you know, live by the experience here. What's this here? What's this as desktop sub too? What's the deal, Wix? You muted. That 5 no top wick? What happened? Oh yeah, no top wick there. You gotta come down and grab bottom wick here for sure.
What's the deal?
What's the deal, bro?
How much?
Doing good?
Doing very good.
You close off your runner?
I really had one of the best nights, like sleeping in like a long time, because I knew where we were going. Right, I had a great night of sleep, and all the positions were open. Right,
Yeah, you were.
I slept like a baby. It was great. I wish that for all of you, chat.
I think I tuned into your stream at one point, and you're saying how like there's some people in the chat that are watching the charts since the morning. I'm like, yo, take a little step away from the charts. It's not gonna move during that
Let me
time.
tell you what, most of the people that were sitting on the charts at like 4 or 5 p.m. or were people that already blew their account. It was people that were already like over leveraged, and they're like, what the fuck, like, right? Because there wasn't anybody that was really confident on there except a few mods, and everyone else was just complaining. So if you were complaining, you probably blew your account. But we spoke about this yesterday in the evening also. Like, right, there was if you used all the tools available to you, right, and you thought outside the box, and you just used logic, right? You, even with your funded accounts that were touching that 5% threshold for the daily limit, right? All you had to do was close out, right before the swaps, right?
Re-enter.
And then reopen right on the same
But then
spot
it's
with
hard
a
to
new.
reopen.
What do you mean? You would have reopened it as soon as the market opened. It
Well,
didn't
no,
go nowhere.
Because
It stayed there.
coming from a trader's perspective though, like if they were to close like I guess negative, and then to reopen our position, because like you lost
Well,
hope.
no,
They probably
no.
lost hope, right? At one point.
But that doesn't matter. I don't know if you lost hope or not. There was no hope there. It was just price action. But if you closed it out and then you reopened after swaps or after market reopened in the same spot, yeah, you would see red in there. But technically, you're still running in the same position on the same spot
With a better
with
entry.
a new, well, not maybe the same entry where you closed, but now you have a new 5% for the next day. But if you held through the swaps, you're still with that tight little margin with 0.5% left. So you should just close out, take the red, but then you just reopen in the same spot, new 5% for the day, and now you don't really have to worry about price driving against you for another 5%. You got margin.
So how does that work? Because that's what I'm testing right now with my funded. Like you close it and then you have to wait for the next day to start.
Yeah, so at
But
like
if you
5 to
close,
6 p.m. when the markets are closed is when your like 24-hour trade period restarts.
Right.
So
let's say you closed at 4:59 yesterday in drawdown. You take the red, but then you reopen on the same spot where you closed it at 6, right? At 6:01. Now you have a fresh 5%.
Yeah.
So you're not worried about right now. Oh shit, I'm almost at my limit. I got 0.5% left here. No, you have a fresh 5%. Plus, you're still in the same position, same spot. So if it drives for you, you'll just have a bigger win instead of it would have even or whatever.
Yeah.
But hey, all you got to do is think outside the box.
Because I opened on I closed the trade off because max drawdown 5%. Fine, doesn't really matter. And then I opened again on live, my own personal account, because I was like, this is 100% gonna work out.
It was coming down.
Yeah, I was like, there's no chance.
Come down.
Yeah.
That's why I slept so well. I was just like, we're not hitting stops here. This isn't.
I also feel like you sleep so well when you know other people are stressing about it and you're just there, like, so calm. It's just fantastic sleep.
Yeah, I accidentally slept in. It was so good to sleep.
So guys, so there's not enough volume to go up to down. Is it down? Now what I think is like market gonna go down. I might take a trade, a sell here. I might take a sell when it breaks this previous 1 minute support, breaks down, come back for retest, and I'm gonna take a sell. That's how my plan now. We have plenty of range from this to the next support or resistance. They're like 60 pips, more than 60 pips, and we only like 10-20 pips. So that's what I'm gonna do now. So we'll see. Time. So it's 9:37. Stock market has opened. So it must be forming around. There is no volume. So let's wait for this 15-minute candle to close. We'll see how it goes.
go next. And 1911 did get tapped on the dot. So you'll be losing 100K. How long do you take to build 100K? Let's say you lose 2 trades. It's a lot of money. But you can't be looking at the money standpoint of it. But how do you know it? You know, like what if we have a runner the next trade that lasts for like that could be a 50K win, or we can have 2 50K wins back to back. Like it's not like our trades aren't always 10 pips, right? Like I don't know, like that. It's the same. It's just the same kind of questions we have all the time, right? Like the same RR and the same whatever. What I'm trying to say here is just like it's kind of hard to really say it's not a good trade when it's been the same trades been taking, you know, for the last year now on the stream. Like with the MyFX book on stream, like you can't make it up at this point. You know what it is though? I'll tell you what it is. It's because traders are so used to trading a certain way because of social media. A lot of traders on social media show you them trading a certain way to give you some rules that you gotta follow all the time. And it's like when if I were to repeat those rules to me, it doesn't make sense to me. So why would I repeat those rules to you guys again? Like the rules of, oh, you must have this RR, you must do, you can't adjust this, you can't close here, like you only take 1 or 2 trades a day, you can't stack. Like these rules are made up by individuals, and each individual has a different way of trading, obviously, right? But to me, it won't make sense for me to repeat those rules because it's kind of like it just doesn't make sense to me at all. It doesn't make sense. I'm not gonna tell you guys, I'm not gonna preach to you guys what I'm not doing, obviously, right? Well, I'm not practicing. Hedge technique. There's no hedge technique. It's just I wasn't hedging. I only bought. I could have hedged. Maybe one of you might hedge, right? But in this case, I didn't hedge. It was just one position. It was just stacks. But it's just like the reason why I stack, chat, understand this, right? So like when we got into a trade, it was here, 1907, right? Why is this 5D, by the way? Close bullish here. Wow. This 1 hour hasn't flipped yet. I'm gonna wait for the 1 hour close there. But look, like when we got into first position, it was at 1907. It was down here, right? There's some type of resistance here now. We took a second position here at that support. Third resistance up here at 1919, which I could have done better. The only thing I could have done better with this trade maybe was have a better position here, and that would have been maybe at 20 at most, so an extra 15, 10 pips. But if anything, that was the only thing where I could have controlled and done differently off of what I would usually do on a day-to-day basis. Anything else would have been the same. So aside from that, it's like, what are the chances you drive down towards 1907 today off of price action when there's like a strong support being respected at 1911? Like 1911.88 was there for a reason. In the past, that's where you rejected before coming up. So why would I now hold one position to 1911 when I understand by adapting to the markets that 1911 is your new support? And if I want to get the trade and profit, there's only one way I can do it, which is stack pineapples to come down to 1911 and nothing further. And that's what I did. All right, it's just it was off of price action, right? That's all that was. And I get for funded traders, maybe, you know, like Wick said, it would have been tough for them. But like I'm not on a funded, so it's kind of hard for me to trade, you know, trying to keep up with funded accounts, because like this account isn't funded, right? And also, by the way, I was gonna say earlier, yo, if you guys are going funded, I'll suggest you go you go funded with Accelerator. If you're trading the way we trade, it just makes more sense. You won't have a daily drawdown limit. You have a one-time limit, and that's it. 15% limit, no matter if you're in profit or in negative. The moment you hit negative 15% on that account, or 10%, I think it's 15, you lose the account. But you can be in profit and lose 14% of the day and still have that account to trade. But it's not. It doesn't reset. It's just one limit and that's it. It's called Accelerator. I used it on MFF. It was amazing because the moment I made 20% of that account, I got withdrawal off rip. And then from there you can increase the account size, or you can stay with that account size and not break past your limit. To me, honestly, if you're in no rush, if you, and you got through the first stage of that account and you made 20%, just stick with that account size and trade that account the whole and just build it up. Because the only thing that can go bad is if you were to lose your 15% on top of what you already made. So let's say the goal was 15%. Once you get that goal, you can upgrade. You have now 30% of extra margin to really trade.
So the price is now going up. Yeah, our plan is if this 15-minute candles close above this range, we're gonna take a buy. So we have 4 more minutes for 1 hour to close. So we'll let 1 hour to close and take our trade.
Oh wow, you might flip here. Did it come down, re-break the lows? It didn't re-break the lows. Came close. Came close. That 15 close doji respecting resistance. 1 hour close here in 10 minutes here. I want to see the 1 hour close bullish here. Because if we can close bullish and pull back one more time to maybe retest 1913, we get buys on 1913. But it's too close to the 1 hour now, so you don't want to really get in yet. What's the name of the prop? It's called what do you call it? Acceleration on my Forex ones. That's what I use. Accelerator, yeah, not acceleration, accelerator. You get instant payout, instant. You get the account instantly. But you start off with 50K. You don't start off 300K. Honestly, with the way we trade, I think the evaluation thing's a setup with the way I trade. It doesn't make sense for me. It might make sense for other traders, but not for me. Max 10? Is it 10 or 15? Yeah, it costs twice as much. But I feel like it's just a better option for drawdown. You don't get no drawdown limit. And some might say, why do you need to risk 5% a day? I mean, hey.
At this point, it's irrelevant. Once the prop firm industry went the no time limit route, right? So you can trade as long as you want. That basically gets rid of the need for you to over leverage, and you guys can, instead of trading your 1-2% trade 0.5%, trade 0.25%, trade for a month longer.
Yeah, I think with funded accounts now, it's one of those things where you've kind of got no reason to blow it if you're profitable, like long term. The only way that you're going to blow it at that point is if you're either risking just trying to rush the process, which is the same with like a live account. The more you rush the process, the easier it's going to be to slip up.
But on a regular account, like if you saw price action, if you understand it, you should have had no issue holding that, and maybe max.
Sorry guys, fuck.
Yeah, I agree.
With it. It's just, you also have to realize, look at the candles. The ranges are much bigger lately. You're getting much bigger candles, much bigger ranges, much bigger drives than we were a couple of months back. You have to adjust everything.
One hour's on close bullish here. 15 no bottom wick again. We might have entries here, guys, very shortly. Okay, it's just I'm warning you guys. It's gonna be around like 1913.90 on a new 1 hour close once it closes bullish here in 8 minutes. So at around maybe 10:05, 10:04. Or fuck, I have a meeting at 11. I don't want to do this again.
Bro.
Don the goat, no cap.
How much you pay her for that?
Shit,
How much you paid her for
I've been
that
paying for the old memberships. It's a write-off. Junior supported.
What up, G?
Love you. Guaranteed Birkin, that's how much I paid. Yeah.
Guaranteed Birkin, baby. Oh, that's one way to do it.
I'm
Cal, what's
sleepy
that?
today.
You know, that's why I felt like.
Yeah, I'm sleepy today. I didn't sleep this afternoon, so it's 2 o'clock already, and we haven't got a single trade. Let's see. I'm gonna be here probably 1 more hour till 1. So we'll see how it goes. My YouTube channel. What is this? What is happening to my YouTube chat in OBS? Fuck!
am typing.
Dang, you're gonna fucking keep.
Gotta type the signal that fast, bro. I got no choice. I got no choice.
Nobody typed that fast. You work in a courtroom before, so
Nah, he's just a gamer.
Just a gamer.
So I guess that was the 24-hour stream you kept talking about. Right?
Yes, that was it.
That's it.
It got cut off, bro. I got archiving too.
Sad.
Damn, I'm surprised it didn't break the lows here, because if it really broke the lows there, that would have been more ideal for an entry.
Yeah, hi guys. So now I just broke in the previous support. It's broken high. So what I'm gonna do is we're gonna let this kind of close in like 1 minute, and we want the price to come down to this level around 915.20. We're gonna take a buy. The main concept behind this trade is gonna be, so price broke it. First of all, price broke down this support area with volume, but the market didn't have enough volume to go down, so it reversed back. So it's a reversal trading. So this is one of my strategies that I use. It's the price reversal trade strategy. So we're gonna take a trade around like. So we're gonna let this candle close, and what we're gonna do is we want the price to come down towards this level, then we're gonna take a buy. Yep, the 15-minute candle closed bullish, 1 hour closed bullish.
RTP is 926, but 1920, 1919 is going to be the area where we're likely going to be managing risk at, in terms of closing a decent portion or something. No buys here, because this 15 could still just be a range on fake out for all I know. I mean, chances are slim, but it could be. So that's why I want to see a bottom wick here. The 1911 entry wasn't too bad. $300 pip stop loss day as well. Hey man, do not hate me, hate the game, baby. That's the new saying. This is what the marks are giving me, man.
That's the new saying.
Yeah, that's a new saying on stream.
We can take the trade at this level, but the thing is our stop loss gonna be pretty high, so that's gonna be around around 40 pips, so that's a lot. So our best entry is gonna be around this area, 915. So that the market should come down around 915, grab a volume and come up towards 1919. So yeah, 1919. 20s.
Right? The range, the chances of it like forming resistance and creating ranges here to give you an exit point is a lot higher. That's why, like, you know, I'm saying, like, you know, taking entries here is very tough right now. I'd rather wait for just the re-breakout lows. How much you're looking at percentage risk, it just depends on the position itself, but like anywhere from like 1 to 10% per trade. Sometimes could be like that of the account, right? Keep in mind though, I have plenty of accounts that I could combine together, and that won't be 10%. It might be 5%, might be 4, might be 3, whatever it is, right? But when I look at percentage risk, I'm risking my portfolio. I'm not risking my account size. Personal preference.
I mean, you're calculating your risk based on that, but you just you're risking what you're risking. But it's really your risk tolerance that decides your risk. That's it. Shouldn't be.
So, hey guys, so if this price comes around this level, again, our entry is going to be around 1915.3, 1915.5. Our stop loss going to be below this previous 15 minutes low. That's on 1913.50. That's 20 pips. Take profit is going to be around 1920, so 20ish. Yeah, that's it.
yeah, it connects to my personality, right? Like I'm just like I can't go out there and trade a different way because to me it just doesn't make sense for me to do so. It just doesn't. It won't make sense. It won't give me confidence. It won't give me anything, right? Like who knows? Maybe next year we'll adapt. We'll adapt to something else. By the way, as far as no bomb, I'm waiting for a bomb wicker before I enter another position or position. It could be a bomb wicker 1916. I'm debating between 1916 or the 1914. Again, I prefer 1914 because if we were flipping you weren't to come back up, chances of you respecting 1917, 1916 is very unlikely. So I'd rather just get a better entry and have a better advantage point. Ideally, the entry would have been down at 1911. But I think I wanted to re-break the lows, then take it. I never re-broke the lows. If it's like 940 though, I gotta dip. If it's 940 and we're not in position, I gotta dip. No, that wasn't reading the markets. You're way too over your head. Think you aren't wrong. That's very dangerous looking at history.
Fine. Your perspective.
What do you mean being wrong? We always look back at the end of the year at our spreadsheet and we always look for ways to adapt. Like, but it's not gonna take one trade. I'm just, again, I could stay here and tell you guys the same 4 or 5 things that every other mentor gives you out there, but I'm not. I'm gonna be very real with it. I'm gonna be telling you, like literally what I'm doing, step by step. Because as a trader, when I started off, I was there before too. I was asking all these questions. All these mentors and gurus gave me these rules and things to follow, and I was like, why am I not profitable then if I'm following these rules, right? And then if I were to ask them a question, it would be a very vague answer. It wouldn't be very detailed. It would just be like, oh, because this, and it would just be the typical things that you hear on a day-to-day basis when you scroll through your Instagram feed on your reels. It's the same shit all the time. It's literally, I don't know. And then they wonder, why do 95% of traders fail, right? Or 98, whatever the percentage is. And maybe that's because they're not, the 2% might be trading devious. I'm kidding. But maybe because that 2% is doing something different. I don't know. I'm not here to hate on anyone's strategy, but I'm just saying, like, I could sit here and market my strategy and pull in way more views and pull in way more subscriptions, but I'm here to trade how I trade. Like, legit, this is how I trade. You guys have seen it for a year.
But It's gonna be a not trade, guys. So, yeah. So the prices come towards our resistance level. Plus 1919. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna look for sales since the price is towards our resistance level. There's a high probability that the price is gonna come down. So around 19, 20, 21, I'm gonna take a sell. But we'll see. We're just gonna wait. So what I want now is I want the price to go up and come down.
The $3 move here, $2.5, $3 move here. But once that happens, you know, you're gonna have a range from 15 to 19, and that's like a 4-pip range you can look to catch buys. But here is very tough because you can just reject here. Like if you look left at the 4 thing I showed you guys earlier, I think this is a pretty decent level too, because you struggled here, right? You came up, struggled, you closed above, and then you popped up towards 26, 30. But there was some type of struggle here before coming up. Alright, you see it. Or no, there wasn't. You pushed straight through. Maybe I might push straight through here with the 1 hour close. Clear cells again to create the bottom. Like you could take that too. I rather just, especially at this position, I'd rather just take the position with the trend today. What about sells? Sells will only happen probably if you break below like 1911. Sells can happen here, but you need the motion to print here. So for the motion to print, you're gonna retest the highs again. You're not just gonna reverse off of a 1 5-minute candle here, right? Like if you want to see sells, like you're gonna see this form. You need to grab liquidity for your sells, right? Like you're gonna see this, something like this, and then boom, all of a sudden break at highs or something, and then that'll be your sells, right? Like you're gonna see resistance form and all that form to grab liquidity. But then again, like the structure's breaking here. You can kind of see, you know, like the lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, and lower highs. Lower low here should be up towards 26. So you're breaking structure, closing back into the ranges. Chances of you coming down is a lot slimmer. But there's a reason why, again, we took profit. We you know, I said 1911.88 yesterday, and not 1907. And now you guys understand like, the power of, like, the reason behind, you know, the RR there in that case. It's not about RR, it's about logical levels. And logic played out here today. Like it should drop towards 1926 by the end of the day. 1926, 1930 minimum. Logic didn't play out, news did. You know how you said to me to just accept my flaws? You literally said to me to accept knowing when I'm wrong. And you're here on the stream neglecting everything I'm doing. where like where I've been doing it for years now on stream. I'm not saying you haven't been doing it for years too, but it's like, it's like you gotta take some of your own advice, bruh. Maybe a year of me being unprofitable, you can say something, but one trade, bro, come on. Like last night, moving slowly, didn't stop. It's a little different today. No, it's a little different because now you grab liquidity. You broke the lows first, so if it breaks the lows first before it drives, you're potentially gonna see a strong drive up towards the next resistance now at 1926. Like this should be the end of the 4-hour close. It should tap into the range. The hard part is getting positions in. But it should mirror that move.
Means 11:30, so. Dip at 11.
Yeah, 11:30 is a meeting. Okay, we got a dip at 11, yeah. Elvis, yeah.
First up order, this 1 minute.
I was so close. I was actually in a work meeting, so I missed the entry, but I was planning on entering.
Where? Was it 13 or 11?
It was at 11.8. So it actually, I wanted it to touch the exact point, if not go slightly low. So that would be my first entry, second entry 1910, but it didn't. So no entries. I'm looking for sells though.
Yeah, lately I've been noticing that like sometimes like we might have the best like the actual wick entry, but if it's like a pip, I'm like whatever. It is what it is.
Yeah.
It may not look as good, but it's like whatever. At least like get into a trade rather than like missing the whole idea. Like if it's like tapping the levels alone, like that's enough. But if it's not tapping the levels and you enter, that's a huge difference, right? But like it was tapping it. I think for me, I think since it didn't come up the first time here, I wanted to break the lows to grab liquidity for this push up, and it didn't break the lows for me, so that's why I didn't enter. It would have been at like 1910, I think.
Yeah,
and that was
would be
far
my
off. That was way
pineapple.
because that's like a difference between like a resistance and a support. Because there's a new resistance if you break below there, right?
Yeah.
You might get a 30-minute
Price
pullback
is-
though. I think you may get it. You had it here. Or maybe not 16, but at least like maybe 16, 15. If I match your account 1-1, will you copy trade? If I start a PAM, it's gonna be like 65. It's gonna be like 70-30 probably. Won't be 50-50.
It'll be like 90-10.
You moved stop loss from 19 to 125. I explained why I moved it. One, you would have tapped it. Two, when you like pay attention to how I trade, yeah, you really have to pay attention to the price action, to the things I'm saying, right? Because like things like liquidity, things like the motion, that's why I moved it. Because I didn't want to get stops to hit. It's kind of like I was afraid that you can tap into 26 and still come down since you're closing below the range, and the daily had no top wick. Or no bottom wick, sorry, not no top wick. So that's why I moved it.
Don, we need to also have a meeting about the journal.
Oh yeah, that's today, right?
Yeah, do you have time?
Yeah, no, I do. But I got the meeting first for the broker, and then the journal. I'll hit you up after.
All right, nice.
Yeah. Catching. Nah, I'm not saying anything. They I'm not.
Wait for the mirrors and doors. Go totally then. I'm gonna put a self-stop.
Get up to 365 gigs with a Boost Mobile 12-month expiry SIM on the full coverage of the Telstra mobile network. Switch today at boost.com.au. Boost Mobile.
And by the time you get your second position here and here, by the time it comes up, you'll be getting out with this one at break even, and you'll be having this one in profit, and you'll be closing full. Off of price action, that's what price shows you. If it were to come down, it's got to grab liquidity, it's got to create some top wicks, right? It's got to print the motion, which the motion could be printed a little higher, so maybe you might come out above whatever that net profit is. You might come out to 1920 for coming down again, but minimum the wick fill, minimum the this range. Worst case, you don't reject off of 1917. If it has no bottom wick, that'll be even better. Because the moment it creates a bottom wick, on the next 15 will be in there. Because you gotta create a top wick, right? But you want this 30 to close bullish here. If it's 30 closes like respecting 1916, then it gets a little tough. I might call it a day. Just need a bottom wick and then re-break the highs to be the entry probably. Or it's either that, or if you don't break the highs before coming down for a bottom wick. So it's either gonna be this, chat. It's either gonna be this, or it's gonna be this. Depends what it taps first. If it comes down, creates a bottom wick first, then cool. Enters at 9 to 16, we'll have a better entry. If it comes up towards 18 first, then we'll have a buy stop. Actually, you know what? Right here is perfect. Let's see. Another drive. What's this right here? That's 1655. All right, perfect. Chat. Getting buys right here. For gold here.
Buy here.
Target is gonna be up here at 1926, and stops are gonna be probably chat's like uh-oh, probably right here at 1905 646, 1945 646. But yeah, I got on buys here. Okay, target is 1926 because I'm expecting the 4-hour count to continue pushing up, the 1 hour to continue pushing up. And yeah, this count here should give you an advantage point at like 1917. So once you tap like 1917, we'll obviously be managing risk because that's the flip. And I think that'll be our 10 profit mark anyways. And then there's no reason to re-break the lows if you were to continue driving up. So right here, perfect. You're flipping bullish. This is now stops to break even, making this a risk-free trade. Because if you're flipping bullish, if you were to flip bearish again or re-break the lows, there's no need to. It's not like going to continue pushing further down. If it were to flip, it'll be right here and then that will flip and drive straight up towards the top wick area at 1919. But if that's it, and it comes down back down on like this candle, it's like gonna flip bearish. Look at the 1 minute, right? That's where the flip is. It flips bearish, you're gonna see a dive down towards 1916. But that's risk free. Mantra was 1916.85. I would assume though that flip there, that drive would have been it. I think it pushed, they flipped on the 5, and yeah, that was it. I guess that's it. That's a trade, chat. Yeah, that's a trade. We can get the weakest entry too, but I guess that's it. The only way I can get another entry maybe is if we could maybe come down, break the lows. But I won't get an entry. I won't look for any entries here until maybe if you break below 1916 for a bottom wick completely. Because if the only way it can come down or come up again for me to take a profit position is if you form the motion here now. Probably it's either the first rejection up or the motion printed, but that's gonna take a long time. That might take an extra 15 or an extra like hour or so to really play out, or maybe 15-20 minutes, and I got a meeting to go to at 11. But it'll be something like this probably. It'll be if you like respect the support here, right? And all of a sudden you print like bullish candles here, and as you print bullish candles, break the lows, and that'll be the entry. It'll be around like 1914, 1916. It won't be here though. If it drives up from here, then it drives up from here. So be it, right? But I gotta break even on that candle. That was quick. That was like a 2-second thing. Yeah, that was it, chat. I think that was it for the day. If I see anything else, I'll probably call in soon.
Oh, sorry, yes. I forgot. So we took a trade around 1916. So we 6 profit, but I want this trade to go up. Maybe around this area, 1919. And close very high. So the reason why I took this trade is market came for a retest. It broke the high, it came for a retest. So, 30-minute candle. I think it's gonna fill this wick. Yep, we close the trade. So we have 20 pips profit, $300. What can we say, chat? What can we say, guys? $10. $300. Yeah, we could have made 600. One thing about trading is don't be too much trading.
This 5 is no top wick. It could still flip bearish, come back into the ranges. Like I'll suggest you close like half or something here minimum of that 5, or move stop to break even minimum if you haven't. But that's it for me, chat. If I see anything else today, I'll call you in the sale channel, but it'll likely be the entries at like 14, 15 areas. There won't be any entries until then. What was that? Wick entry for a fake out? Or 3rd-minute bond on wick, that's what that was. Yeah, breakout on the 30, bond on wick, and just break even. Not too bad of a day though, chat. 35 pips plus break even trade. Just accept it for what it is, right? If that was the result. Break even. Alright, chat, that's it for me today, man. That's it. I'll probably, those sales will probably come a little late. Like I'm looking at maybe, not a little late, but a little later, maybe like 10:50, 11. You may see something because the 1 hour still doesn't have a bottom wick here. And I'm assuming that if you're not driving off of this candle here.
Yeah, let's look at our profits. So this month only, yeah, up by $4,800. Started from 2,500, I guess. I lost like $1,500 because I clicked mistakenly, and after that, it's been doing really good. So current week we're up $1,300. Still got one more day to go, so we'll see. Yep. Yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. Thank you so much for being with me. Maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. I don't know about tomorrow because I'm gonna go to my brother's house to see my parents, so I'm not sure I'll be live, but I'm gonna take a try. If you have any signals, just let me know. Thanks, guys. Thanks so much. I'll see you